Environmental Leadership Canada is a registered Canadian educational charity. We believe that people need to know more about how politics works so they can make politics work for the health of our planet. My name is Sarah Van Exen, and I'm ELC's Executive Director. At ELC, we aim to build a new generation of environmental leaders and to boost the capacity of everyday Canadians who care about the environment to engage in our democracy and to hold elected officials accountable for their environmental commitments.
So you're getting people with a depth of knowledge and a depth of passion, and it's a real privilege to have that level of passion in your office.
The program, it opened up a whole new world of possibilities and opportunities for me.
Le programme du stage parlementaire pour l'environnement offre à des jeunes leaders exceptionnels âgés de 18 à 30 ans la possibilité de travailler et d'apprendre aux côtés des plus grands champions de l'environnement du Canada au Parlement. The program is 10 months. It's a paid internship placement on Parliament Hill, and they get to work with a member of parliament or a senator with really a proven record of environmental leadership or who have major environmental priorities.
The parliamentary internship for the environment program helped me not only get my foot in the door, but allowed me to really hone my skills in public speaking, communication, and leadership.
Interns come from across Canada, and we're now hitting 8 out of the 10 provinces and also 1 territory up to date. So since 2018, we've placed 38 interns with parliamentarians across parties. So that include party leaders, a senator, critics, and committee chairs, and we follow a comprehensive inclusive acceptance process that really prioritizes equity and transparency.
I realized the profound impact that one can have behind the scenes in politics. And the layers of bureaucracy and governance, it really began to make sense to me.
So we have 2 specialized streams. The first one is a specialized stream for sustainable agriculture to combat the urban-rural divides and also to increase agricultural literacy on the Hill.
It really assisted my office in our committee preparation, how we were going to do our interventions in the House whenever we were doing work on a private member's bill.
And second, a specialized stream for Indigenous interns that is dedicated to integrating Indigenous perspective into environmental policy development, and that also provides a platform for Indigenous youth to deepen their engagement and influence in environmental decision-making.
I'd highly recommend the parliamentary internship program for the environment to young leaders. I highly recommend it for members of parliament across all parties.
From extreme heat days to forest fires to flooding, the impacts of climate change are most often felt locally first. That's why we're getting ready to launch a municipal climate internship. This program will provide youth with firsthand experience and knowledge in municipal climate and environmental issues, solutions, and local decision-making processes, while bringing critical capacity to help communities to advance plans and projects to mitigate and adapt to climate change.
The global push to save the planet got right down to the neighborhood level today. 100 communities across Canada hosted debates on the environment.
Through programs like 100 Debates on the Environment and Everyday Advocates, we raise the capacity of Canadians across the country to advocate for the environment and to hold elected officials accountable for their commitments through training, resources, and events. And so far, we've supported organizers across the country to hold almost 200 town halls and debates on the environment.
We've heard from so many folks that organizing their local debate gave them a huge confidence boost. Organizers gain the skills they need to become effective advocates within their communities. Organizers often end up meeting tons of like-minded people, and it helps them build their network and their community's capacity to organize.
We got to really dive deep on the issues, and I thought it was a really more fulsome conversation. It was more helpful to constituents to get a better idea of where all of the parties stood on the issues, not just at a high level, but really in a granular, detailed way.
So ELC holds regular events for young environmental leaders. Our Flip series for future leaders in politics is focused on making politics more accessible through educational events, workshops, and dialogue with elected leaders at all levels. Our events, they allow young leaders the opportunity to gain practical insights, enhance their capacity, and network with other change makers across Canada. And they've also allowed participants to take part in collective action, like issuing a joint statement on what environmental leadership looks like and MP letter writing campaigns. And we believe that by supporting these changemakers, we're ensuring that they have the tools they need to make a lasting impact on not only their future, but Canada's.
The workshop opened my eyes not just to the power of personal narratives in politics, but also to the myriad of ways one can be an environmental advocate.
Our story is built on a solid foundation of political knowledge and program experience that we inherited when GreenPAC, a Canadian nonpartisan nonprofit, transferred these programs to us in fall 2023. Although we are separate organizations that use different tactics, ELC and GreenPAC share an aim for the environment to be a driving force in Canadian politics across parties and at every level. We take on the stewardship of these programs with excitement to grow this important work and its impact. There are so many ways to get involved. Follow us on social media or learn about environmental politics at an event. Apply for our internship programs. Become a donor. Join us as we push for political leadership that prioritizes the health of our planet.